Evolsaur is a deck that gets better in a few weeks because of Zexal. You can flip up like a Yugioh, special summon another level 3 Evoltile, and then you have your rank 3 Xyz monster. Xyz will help this deck in quite a few ways. I've put some examples on the screen in case you want to pause and read, because that is not the main topic of today's video. We don't have Xyz just yet, but that does not mean that this deck is unplayable. Evolsaur has a win condition in Destiny Hero Plasma. This is my King of Games deck for September. This deck is not that competitive, but thanks to Plasma it can give the really good meta decks a difficult time. The skill I use is Bring It, the main deck is 25 cards. I will explain those in a moment. First I'm going to explain the Evolsaur cards, what they do, why I play them in these ratios, and why I don't play these ones. To jump to a different point in the video, the timestamps are in the description. The monsters are divided into the dinosaurs called the Evolsaurs, and the reptiles called the Evoltiles. The Evolsaurs are the ones that you don't want to draw. They don't do much in the hand, and they are much better in the deck. The reason why this is because the Evolsaurs get their effects when they are special summoned by the effect of an Evoltile. The best Evoltiles that summon the Evolsaurs summon only from the deck, not from the hand. But if you draw one of the Evolsaurs and you really want to play its effect, then you can use the skill to put it back, which is why 2 Evolsaurs is plenty. For my 2 Evolsaurs I do 1 Diplo and 1 Serato. Diplo destroys back row, which is always a nice perk to have. It can be used to clear the way for Plasma or an OTK with enemy controller. I mainly play Serato because it threatens lethal with Plasma. When it gets summoned from an Evoltile it becomes 2100. This is useful because sometimes Plasma won't have a monster to absorb, or the monster you absorb is face down. Plasma can absorb face down monsters, but they won't give it any attack points. Yugioh is a new one. When normal summoned, it sends an Evolsaur from your deck to the graveyard. This effect is optional and I've never done it because there's no point of doing it in this build. The good part is that when it's flipped, you summon an Evoltile from your deck. Because we don't have Xyz yet, the card you want to be summoning here is Yugioh, which I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but the point is that this card is really good. It has a massive defense of 2000. When it is tributed, you can summon an Evolsaur from your deck. To trigger this effect, I am playing Enemy Controller, Ballista Squad, and Destiny Hero Plasma. Other good options include Share the Pain and Double Magical Unbind. These are both good, but I don't use them because they are too situational. I only play 2 of this guy because it's really easy to get to with Yugioh and Evo Diversity. Evo Diversity makes the deck really consistent, so playing 3 is pretty obvious. When Westlow is flipped face up, it can summon Diplo or Serato. Evo Price is too slow and does not help with defending yourself. I would rather play spells and traps which have better synergy with the rest of the deck, and for the same reason I don't play any of these. I use Bring It because Plasma is how you beat the really good decks. Aside from battle damage, I trigger it with Cosmic Cyclone and Reptilian Lamia. Lamia is a really good tuner in a deck with lots of reptiles. A lot of the time it won't get synchroed with and just be tributed for Plasma. Here is some notes on the extra deck in case you want to pause and read. I play 25 cards for a similar reason that Invoked Neos often plays 24 cards. There is a lot of cards which make up the engine, and I want enough room for other cards like these. Here are some notes on stuff, like my experience on going from Legend 1 to COG with this deck, and some other stuff like recommended replacements. That is all for the deck breakdown part of this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you've enjoyed so far and or found stuff to be useful. And yeah, enjoy the gameplay.
is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on. And I'll stand against all enemies, your enemies. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking, but I'll still be your superhero. I'll be your superhero.
I'm really good at playing card games! And that's what life is really all about anyway!